golden lioness lies helpless. A massive python coils around a lioness, her ribs visibly straining under the crushing coils of a monstrous python. Her golden fur is matted with dust, her sides heaving in shallow, desperate gasps of air. What would you do if you saw a lioness trapped in a python's deadly grip? Nearby, her massive mate erupts in fury, his thunderous roar shaking the savannah as he charges to defend her. Rangers burst onto the scene, poles raised as they leap into the deadly standoff, snake thrashing, lion roaring, dust flying, until suddenly the lioness gasps free. Stay till the end to see the male lion's shocking reaction and why this rescue changes everything we know about lions. This is one of the wildest rescues I've ever witnessed. Let's dive in. The sun was a white-hot fist pounding the savannah. No wind, no mercy, just heat and danger. Sheni the lioness lay pinned in the dirt, her golden sides heaving. Around her middle, a python, thick as a man's thigh, squeezed tighter with every breath. Her ribs creaked. Her claws scraped helplessly at the ground. She was strong, but the snake was stronger. 10 feet away, Mosey paced. The massive lion's muscles twitched under his tawny coat, his tail lashed like a whip. Every few seconds he'd stop and roar, a sound so deep it vibrated in your chest. He wanted to attack, needed to. But if he pounced wrong, that snake would crush Shani's last breath right out of her. Dust swirled as 2 jeeps skidded to a stop. Ranger Hayes was out before the wheels stopped moving. His boots kicked up dirt as he ran forward, then froze. "Look at her sides," he muttered. "She's got maybe 3 minutes before those ribs snap." The younger ranger, Tom, swallowed hard. "And him?" He nodded at Mosey. The lion's amber eyes locked onto Hayes. The message was clear. "Make one wrong move, and I'll kill you first." Hayes slowly reached for the long pole in the jeep. "We're gonna slide this under the snake. Lift just enough for her to—" A hiss cut him off. The python's head rose from its coils, tongue flicking. It tightened its grip. Shani whimpered. Mosey roared and charged, not at the men, but at the snake. He stopped just short, swiping the air with claws like knives. The python recoiled, just a little, just enough. Hayes didn't waste the chance. Now! Now! The team moved fast. Poles slid under scaly coils. The python thrashed. Mosey roared again. Shani gasped as the pressure eased for one precious second. Then everything went wrong. The python struck like lightning, fangs sinking into Tom's arm. He screamed. Mosey lunged. Hayes grabbed his gun. And that's when the impossible happened. Mosey didn't attack the men, didn't maul the snake. The huge lion did something no ranger had ever seen. Hayes raised his hand. 4 rangers crept forward, poles ready. The python's head lifted, tongue flicking the air. It knew they were coming. "Now!" Hayes shouted. The poles stabbed under the snake's coils. The python jerked like a live wire. Wham! Its tail smashed into a ranger's chest, sending him flying. He hit the dirt hard, gasping. Shani whimpered. The python squeezed tighter. Then Mosey moved. The huge lion leaped forward, dust flying under his paws. For one heart-stopping second, Hayes thought it was over. The lion would attack, someone would die. But Mosey didn't charge the men. He roared, a sound so deep it shook the ground, and planted himself between the rangers and the snake. His massive body blocked the python's strikes like a living shield. Hayes couldn't believe it. "He's helping us?" The python struck. Mosey swatted its head away with one paw. The snake recoiled, hissing. "Go!" Hayes yelled. While he's got it distracted, the team worked fast, poles pried under scaly coils. The python thrashed, but Mosey roared again, keeping it off balance. Then, a crack. Shani's rib. She yelped. Mosey's ears flattened. The python sensed weakness and tightened its grip. Hayes grabbed a pole himself. "Lift! Lift!" The team heaved. The python's body rose just enough. Shani twisted free with a gasp, rolling away. The python whipped around, furious. Mosey stepped in front of his mate, fangs bared. The snake hesitated. Then it fled, slithering into the grass like a shadow. Silence. Shani panted in the dirt, sides heaving. Mosey nuzzled her, then turned and looked straight at Hayes. The ranger held his breath. Mosey grunted, just once, almost like a thank you. Then the lion did something Hayes would never forget. The python's coils finally loosened. With one last hiss, it slid into the grass, gone. Shani collapsed, gasping. Her sides heaved, her tongue hung loose, but she was alive. Mosey was at her side in an instant. He nuzzled her face, then her ribs, checking for damage. His rough tongue licked her fur once, twice. A quiet rumble rolled through his chest, not a growl, something softer. Then he turned. The rangers froze. Mosey's golden eyes locked onto Hayes. The big cat's muscles tensed. His tail flicked. The air went still. Hayes held his breath. A beat. Two. Then Mosey grunted. Just once. A deep, short sound. Not a roar. Not a snarl. Almost a thanks. No one moved. No one spoke. Slowly Shani pushed herself up. She swayed, legs shaky. Mosey pressed against her, steadying her. Together they turned toward the tall grass. Step by step they walked away. No hurry, no fear. Just two survivors side by side. At the edge of the grass, Shani paused, just for a second. She looked back, right at Hayes. Then the savannah swallowed them whole. The wild doesn't ask for help. It doesn't need us. But sometimes, just sometimes, it lets us stand beside it. That day, Mosey didn't just save Shani. He showed us a truth. Lions don't just roar. They remember. They choose. And sometimes, against all odds, they trust. Slow zoom on host's face, voice dropping to a near whisper. That's why we do this. For moments like these, if this story moved you, smash that like button. Subscribe for more wild rescues. Turn on notifications so you never miss an adventure. Dear friend, thank you for watching. Leave a comment below and tell us how this touched your heart. Subscribe to our channel, Tales of Paws and People, to help us spread more stories of grace, healing, and hope. And may God bless every soul watching this. May you find warmth in the storm and light in the silence.